This is the Valley of Hope, the flowers all bred and cared for by Malaysia's last leprosy sufferers. Lee Chor-seng has lived in the settlement for more than half a century, and even though he was cured of the disease over 40 years ago, he never wanted to leave Sung-ai Buloh because he felt more comfortable being with fellow sufferers. He now runs a plant business like many other leprosy victims, set up with the help of the government so that these people can earn some money.
I feel happy to stay here because here the place always a patient together, so no worry.
Leprosy is a mildly contagious bacterial disease which causes ulcers of the skin and bone and can lead to paralysis and disfigurement. The Sung-ai Buloh settlement was once the second largest leprosy colony in the world. Built in 1930, at its peak there were more than 2,000 patients. They were called inmates back then and had to get permission before they could leave. Today there are only 200 former patients left. No one here has an active form of the disease anymore, but the stigma remains. Children born to leprosy sufferers were meant to be farmed out to relatives or put up for adoption. But Joyce Wong has lived in the settlement her entire life. She never had the disease.
I'm not supposed to mention that I come from Sung-ai Buloh, and it's a kind of protection for us because our parents have been through that, the discrimination, and in order to protect us from being bullied, being ostracized, so we just keep it a secret.
Joyce wrote a book about Sung-ai Buloh. She says people here worry that as they die, the colony will die with them.
20 to 30 years from now, the population might not exist anymore.
It's hoped the settlement will be turned into a heritage centre to continue to educate people about the disease and Malaysia's record of treating patients. Up until the 1960s, Sung-ai Buloh was a closed colony and people were not free to come and go as they pleased. While those restrictions have gone and the residents today no longer need to stay, neither do they feel the need to leave a place of so much beauty. Scawen, Al Jazeera, Sung-ai Buloh, Malaysia.